Alright, like I said, setup. After he, um, crap, where was I? When he fights one of the evil X's, the guy reaches into Envy's dress, the back of it, and pulls out a sword, pulls it out in front of him and says, Yes, I had a sword built into Envy's dress. That's just the kind of guy I am. Okay. Or how they transport around areas. They use the subspace highway, which I guess is kind of like Warp Zone in Mario. He says that. They're going through these doors that have stars in them. Whatever. Why can anybody else use these exactly? I don't know. Because they're not Ramona Flowers. And Ramona Flowers has probably the coolest bag ever, in which she can store vast amounts of stuff because it has subspace in it. I guess it's the same thing Link's pockets are made out of. At one point, she pulls a large hammer out, and at one point, she actually puts Scott into her bag to run away from one of the evil X's. It's awesome. Or like I said, when Scott earns the power of love, which somehow gives him a sword. I guess I have never earned the power of love because I do not have a flaming sword that has come out of my chest. Even though that would be really cool. Or the obvious one would be like the vegan police, in which Scott himself admits, I need some poorly set up Deus Ex Machina to come save me. I should say, Brian Lee O'Malley should give himself more of a pat on the back there because it was actually really, really hilarious. And at least the movie, it's equally hilarious. Uh, yeah, I really, uh, I can't. I know I almost seem not to be gloating over it enough right here, but I really, while reading the volumes, I really couldn't get enough of them. I bought one, and then I got two like 2 months after that because I wasn't too crazy about it. And then after I bought two, I bought three and four like at the same time. Not long after that, and the next day after that, I bought number five because I ate these things up. They're so well written. The dialogue just flows. They're such normal people. They're like us, which is kind of a goes without saying statement when you have a slice of life story like this. But they're so much fun. You care about them. They make realistic choices. They make realistic mistakes. Like Scott basically cheating on knives with on Ramona, or cheating on Ramona with knives, and consequences come from that. Both of them don't look at him very well, and everybody looks at him weird because he's dating a 16-year-old, 17-year-old. Knives Chow, 17-years old. He has a strained relationship with Kim because he used to date her. All the exes, while kind of funny, have backstories, except for Matthew Patel because he kind of comes out of nowhere and just dies really fast. Um, but you also throw in like all the video game references. You throw in him running around in a Tanuki suit, or when Wallace Wells asks him, "So are you and Ramona an item now?" He thinks, "Item?" A little thought bubble appears, and you see like mushroom, fireflower, invincibility scarf. That's my stuff. I love that. Or they even use like not video game, internet memes from time to time, like nom nom nom. There's always something really fun to look at, even when it's deadly serious. There's always something funny happening, always some little quip. There's so many quotable lines. It's like the Pulp Fiction of comics, or like uh, Anchorman of indie comedy. So I don't really know what more I can say about this. Just go Go, go read it right now. Read Scott Pilgrim. This guy is the best character ever. He's so simple. Everybody can relate with him. He's so lame, but he's also a badass. Because he fights guys with swords and he does 64 hit combos and he has dated every single girl he's ever come up with, especially the lovely Ramona Flowers, who I want to take a second to talk about, is basically my equivalent to Edward Cullen. She's not real, but why aren't there girls in Ramona in real life? Girls that skate around and have purple hair and fight guys and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. Here I am, you know, shifting through the pages, trying to think of inspiration to what I like. I'm also really impressed by Brian Lee O'Malley's idea of like fashion. He always manages to stick his characters in some weird new outfit. You got like Scott and his Parker right here, and then you got he has like an X-Men patch right on there. So it's like it's more than just video games. There's also a lot of comic book stuff. If you've ever been in a relationship, you can relate to this. If you hang out with a lot of friends, or you're in a band, or there's something you can get about from this. If you enjoy comic books, you'll love this. If you like video games, you'll enjoy this. There's something in here for everyone. There's something in this to appeal to everyone. Like I said in the first part of the video, the first um, the first volume kind of doesn't uh, play off the whole video game world thing as much as later volumes will. But once you get to later volumes, once you get to like volume 2 and Knives shows up out of nowhere to fight Ramona because she's mad at her for taking Scott away from her, or when after he defeats Lucas Lee and gets a mithril skateboard for no reason, you'll it really starts to grab you because it's like real life, but it's infinitely more interesting than real life. It's a weird sort of escapism because when in a musical, people break out into song, but in Scott Pilgrim, they break out into fights, which is way cooler. And there's no, he kills, yeah, 7 people over the course of this book, and in the movie, he kills more because there's like bad guys he's got to fight. No repercussions because it's a video game. He's got to beat him. He's got to save him, right? Yeah. So, yeah, now I'm just ranting. There's really nothing more I can say. If I think of something, I'll write it in the comment box like I usually do. I'll just blog about it. But I feel like this could be the Breakfast Club of this generation. Not necessarily the movie, because the movie is very dumbed down. It's still awesome, but you got the video game stuff, you got the hipster stuff, you got all the music, and you got the bumming around a lot of these characters do. This is like, even though it's Canadian, so maybe not, but you will enjoy this. And it also reminds me kind of like a Jason Reitman film, like Up in the Air or Juno or Thank You for Smoking, where its morality lies not in its morals or some lesson it has to teach, not some great power responsibility message. Its morality comes in its self-reflectiveness, like think about what you're doing. I don't know, maybe that's just me who actually derives some sort of, inspiration from this little digest comic. I don't know. That's it. Go go read it. You'll love it. It don't take much time to get through. They're a comic book. It's a comic book. And it's just as legitimate as everything else you read. That's it. This is the Extraordinary Man. I will see you all next time.